Welcome to Salad with a Side of Fries. I'm your host, Jen Trepic, talking wellness and weight loss for real life. We're here to clear up the myths, misinformation, bad science, and marketing to teach you how to eat and how to cheat. Are you ready? I'm having salad with a side of fries. This week, we're talking about red light therapy. So, Lauren, not to put you on the spot, have you tried it? Heard about it?
I'm great with being put on the spot. I have only really I forget who makes the mask. It's
Yeah.
Jordan, my sister calls it my Star Wars mask. It's like, because I'll
Yeah.
be on FaceTime with her and she's like, oh my God.
I know. Well, I
Um,
see them on Instagram, or social
right.
media where people are wearing the masks.
I bought it on sale, and it is one of the gimmicky things that I bought that was a little more expensive maybe than I would have, but I did get it on sale, and it is something I consistently use because it's not like another topical thing that I think is, I might be too sensitive for or whatever. And I do think it helps. But other than that, I've only ever really done if I get a facial and they have the thing you can lay in.
Yes.
That is discounted because you got the facial sort of thing.
Right, exactly. So, yes, I recently had a facial. They used the red light on
Okay.
face and hands. And then also at the spa, they had a red light sauna and another red light bed. And so I was like, we got to talk about all the red light things. So, this has been on my list for a while. And now I'm like, all right. So all of this to me begs the question of what's the difference between them? What can red light really do? How often do we have to do it to see benefits? Right?
Okay.
So red light therapy is also called photobiomodulation, right? Photo light, bio, body biology, right? Modulation. So adjusting, kind of regulating. And it was accidentally discovered in 1967 at a medical university in Budapest, Hungary. So this researcher noticed that laser light helped promote hair growth and wound healing in rats. So interestingly, then scientific literature, as they say, or just research, right? So there are some 60 other names for red light therapy.
Okay.
So if you hear words like biostimulation or photonic stimulation, or anytime you hear the word laser, right? Keep digging for more information because it could be related to this. Not all laser is this, not all photonic stimulation is red light therapy, but
I should say, and you can answer this, I have consistently gotten what I believe is IPL on my face with the woman I exclusively trust. Cause I'm always super, super sensitive and I'm very reactive to all the things. And that I have actually seen a difference from that. I usually get it 3 times a year. I usually have a tiny bit of the teeniest bit of redness right after, and that's it. But it's totally non-invasive. She puts a little numbing stuff on as they do it, and that's it.
Yeah, I think that's a different light therapy.
Because I think it is that's laser, but I don't think, I'm not sure. I have,
I don't think that one's red. Yeah.
I don't think it is either. Okay. TMI.
Anyway, so since it was discovered in 1967, right? Not a ton of research. Then there was more research in the 90s that used red LED.
Okay.
And that the scientists were using it to grow potatoes in space because it helped with photosynthesis. And then they also found that it helped heal wounds on scientists' hands as they were doing the research. So from there, they were like, maybe I just snorted.
That's okay. I'm picturing long-haired rats, so go ahead.
Right. So from there, they were like, okay, maybe this application goes beyond outer space. Let's come down to Earth. And there were many more studies, but still not as many as you would think. But so that early research is why we hear about it most for skin.
Okay.
So what they believe is that it works by repetitively exposing skin to low levels of red and near infrared light for a certain period of time, right? These low wavelengths, red light, doesn't necessarily generate heat, but penetrates the skin 1 to 2 millimeters.
Okay.
According to some research from 2013. And so it's believed that the red light therapy works on the mitochondria in your cells. So
Okay.
mitochondria, 7th grade science,
I
mitochondria,
was
battery, powerhouse, right? It's the battery of every cell. Increasing cellular energy can have a whole host of implications,
right.
right? But the thought is with more energy, cells do their respective jobs more efficiently.
Right. Okay.
It's not that all cells are the same. And so some cells may respond more to light or absorb certain wavelengths, right? Are stimulated to. So it's not necessarily every cell, every part of your body all the time.
Okay.
What they do think, though, is it might increase blood circulation to tissue and therefore reduce inflammation on a cellular
Okay.
level. And that's part of why we hear about it for wound healing, like tissue
Right.
healing. You know, that seems to be like what's been most researched, right? Is the skin seems to stimulate collagen production by increasing fibroblast.
Okay.
So collagen is what gives the skin like structure, strength, elasticity. So that's why it was used in our facials, right? It's why we
Right.
have like that face mask. Even with the studies over the last 20 years, like we need a lot more research. There was a review of studies that was published in 2018. And in that, they sort of provide like, not sort of, they literally provide a chart of conditions that red light therapy may support.
Huh. Okay.
So some highlights from that. Wound healing and tissue repair we talked about. Evidence it may reduce some cancer treatment side effects,
Okay.
like radiation dermatitis, again, the skin, lymphedema, may improve hair growth in people with alopecia, may provide short-term relief for those with carpal tunnel, can help reduce psoriasis lesions, burn scars, may reduce neuropathic pain. Again, I think this is like inflammatory related, may
Okay.
improve neural function and protection to improve cognitive function, to improve memory. So they're seeing that with people
Really?
with neurodegenerative diseases.
That I have not heard.
I know. We see, you know, skin with complexion, diminishing wrinkles, reduced
Right.
inflammation. So again, I want to keep saying this. More research is needed. Related to our conversations at Salad with a Side of Fries all the time and my work as a health coach, you might hear about people talk about red light therapy for weight loss. So the research on this is very light. Some places call it body contouring or body sculpting. And they say that it can help reduce the circumference of your body in the area where they apply the red light.
Okay.
Other places you might hear it called low level light therapy or LLLT. And again, the research is not conclusive. It's pretty slim, but it seems like it's possible the red light therapy may stimulate fat cells to release fatty acids,
Oh.
may support thermogenesis, which is, you know, heating or energy expenditure in the body, improved circulation, and those may contribute to weight management benefits or even lymphatic drainage.
Interesting.
I'm repeating,
Okay.
scientific evidence is limited. A lot
Right.
of small studies. Also, in all of these, people use the red light therapy with nutrition and exercise.
Right.
So
Right.
who knows? I mean, there's another piece of this that I think is really interesting that I'd love to see more research on, and that's red light therapy and mood.
Okay.
So it may reduce depression symptoms. In particular, there's some research using red light therapy for seasonal affective disorder. And so they believe that it's supporting serotonin and melatonin, and that even the light itself may help with circadian rhythm regulation.
I mean, if it's helping anything, because earlier, right, you were talking about cognitive and memory.
Yeah.
If that is something that's been it's successful, right, even in
Right. And that might be inflammation related,
correct,
but who knows, you know?
right. But I would think if there is, that's true, it could be inflammation related. But I would think if there has been success on a cognitive level, then there are other applications that they would try because
Yes,
that's
right.
so right. It's non-invasive, so there's
Exactly. And that's the piece too, is like, unless you're doing it unregulated and for
right,
extremely long periods of time,
Right.
you're probably not going to notice any negative side effects.
I was going to say it's such minimal risk that,
Right.
there could only be benefit. It's not,
Right. Now, given
again,
that,
if it's regulated, right?
definitely follow the instructions on whatever
Right.
device you're using. Work with a provider who knows what they're doing,
Right.
So that you're doing this safely. From everything I found, it seems like you need exposure of 10 to 20 minutes at a time. Some things might even be up to 30 minutes, depending on the strength of, you may not want to go to 30 minutes. And then minimum is like 3 to 5 times a week, especially in the beginning, like for wound healing. They were saying it might need to be daily in the beginning.
Okay.
Hair growth was like every other day. But the skin and collagen benefits were about 10 minutes a couple times a week. The weight management piece, according to those who administer it, say it could be 14 to 20 sessions spread out over a few weeks. So again, like it kind of requires, like, you're not going to go to the spa, lay down in the bed and walk out a different person.
Right.
It's also unclear how permanent some of the results are. Like if you stop doing the red light therapy, do you continue to get the benefits? Like it doesn't seem like that's the case. But again, like as long as you're not overdoing it at certain wavelengths or durations, it doesn't seem like there are many downsides. Like the downsides could be like burn or damage to your eyes if you're staring at it and it's, things like that.
Yeah. Like for me, right, I was actually a little concerned about that because my migraines and because the mask is literally like touching my face, the one that I bought. So I like when I put it on before I even like press the button to start it. And I think like the preset time is 3 minutes on that.
So
there are 3 settings, right? So like you can do 2 and it's 6 minutes. But my eyes are closed like before I even turn it on. And just because they're sensitive, I won't even open them until it turns off.
Yeah, exactly. And so for everybody, follow the instructions. If there are presets on the device, they are there for a reason.
100%.
So like you're talking about the mask, there are also beds. There are red LED panels that can go on a wall or on a table. The lasers tend to be like a wand. And so that would be like if you're doing a very specific area. I think it was relaxing when I did it at this spa. Granted, I was at a spa and, they used it as part of my facial. And then I also laid in the bed and why not? Right. But again, I think to get any benefit of it, I'd have to keep doing it. I am tempted to buy the mask though.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't see any downside to doing it. And it's something, it's convenient. It's, like I said, I can like hop into bed and put it on and then just like throw it on the nightstand. It's not,
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Your 15-minute lowdown on red light therapy. We did it.
Amazing.
Well, as always, everybody, I'm your host, Jen Trepick. Connect with me on all social media. I'm at Jen Trepick, JENNTREPECK. Website is asaladwithasideofries.com. Pick your platform, send a message. I love hearing from you, your ideas, your takeaways, your questions. This is also the easiest way to learn more about working with me as your health coach. Well, friends, that's it for today's episode of Salad with a Side of Fries. Congratulations for making yourself and your health a priority. Thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to click subscribe or follow on your favorite podcast platform. Share us with a friend, and we'll be back next week. Always remember, you deserve it, and you are worth it. Happy healthy.